GB Cycles with update on April the 14th. So I was looking for some kind of a ABC corrective move. And so far that's what we have got. A small ABC. But this shouldn't be over yet. So either we have a washout briefly early next week, or perhaps we bounce and make a bigger ABC. So looking at my 4-week cycle, it looks more and more like it indeed has shifted. So the black cycle is the new cycle, and in a couple of months or weeks I will calculate the new cycle. But if we compare with previous cycles, so going back 1 and 2 cycles, we see we are at this point on Monday, and the previous cycle we had the pop, and going back 2 cycles we had the pop, the very bullish start of a new 4-week cycle. But this one was ignited by, I think, the Nvidia earnings, and here we had the Fed. And what do we have on Monday? Do we have anything to start this pop-up? Well, we have the attack in Israel from Iran. Is that bullish? You know, sell the rumor and buy the news kind of. So now they have attacked, so now we can rally. Or maybe we get some kind of a washout on Monday and we drop down. I can't really say, but we'll have a look at it. And also, I'm not quite sure about the 10-week cycle here. This does not look like a typical 10-week cycle low. But you know, this could actually be a 10-week cycle low. But there's a problem. We haven't gotten deep in. We need to go further down first. But we could be very close to a 10-week cycle low here if we have a washout on Monday, Tuesday. But I think it will be in many weeks' time. Then we can look back and see what really happened here. So looking at VIX, I have VIX here, and I have a wavelet identifying the 10-week cycle, and I'm inverting the VIX and comparing it with the S&P. So the VIX says it's going up and the S&P is going down, and we are looking for a 10-week cycle low coming up sometime, and I have a projection what to expect from such a wavelet top, and the projection is like this. It says expect more downside for a couple of days, and you know, that could be the low, or we get a bounce and then the final low a bit later. So I think either way this correction is not over. If we drop down the next coming days, we could get enough oversold to allow for a new rally cycle. But if we bounce, we have to drop down again lower to reach this oversold level. Because looking at the S&P, the wavelets, well, you know, the problem is we have the 50-day moving average in orange here, and we haven't broken the 50-day moving average. And if you look at the number of days above 50-day moving average, we are now about 110 trading days above the 50-day moving average, and odds doesn't favor. Odds favors a break below the 50-day moving average. But as you see, there's no guarantee. We could easily rally another several weeks from here. So, but odds favor we have to go deeper. Also, I have this very primitive tool, putting this rectangle of about 26 trading days at this purple wavelet top here, and it suggests I should look for my next long position in almost 2 weeks' time, suggesting perhaps maybe we should see some kind of a, well, this is some kind of A, a bounce B, and then the final C down. Sometime not this coming week, but the week thereafter. And we have the hourly data, Dow Jones. So I haven't been sure about the 2-week oscillation, if it has shifted or not. So the original oscillation in orange, and the alternative possible oscillation in yellow, and it does look like it has shifted. And if the 4-week cycle has shifted, well, certainly this oscillation should have shifted too. So it looks like it's the yellow one that is the correct one. And last week I said this looked like some kind of a completed ABC, but actually it was just the A in a bigger ABC, and it looks very close to completed. Could be more. There's a room for a washout on Monday, which could complete a bigger A and then a bounce B. Well, I should say, if we get a washout on Monday, that could be the final low. But still, we should look for some kind of a bounce B, and perhaps a double low or a lower low, or a higher low. But we shouldn't rally directly from this coming low. We should have a bounce and then another drop, and then we will have the real rally coming. But could be more downside on Monday, but should be a bounce very soon. And as I showed, if this 4-week cycle is working, if it has shifted, the pop-up phase starts around on Monday. So a pop-up could be very close. And looking at some cycles, I've been following these 3 short-term cycles. We have the 10-week cycle, and we are approaching the ideal. Well, we are actually at the ideal cycle low now. So that suggests maybe we are very close to a cycle low. We have the quarterly cycle. We are a bit out of phase with it. We sometimes have a late low. So this looks like a late low. And then we have the 17-week cycle. Still room for more downside here. And then we can make a composite of these 3. We say it worked here, 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 here. Not any clear low in this period. We have a low here, 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 here. Here it got a bit messy. The cycles got really messed up here, the winter of 2023. So say that was an early low. And then we have a strange cycle that starts with it has a running correction, a sideways, a triangle shaped call it correction, that ends with a higher low. So this would be the cycle low. If you tilt your head to the left, you see, oh yeah, that's the cycle low. And then we have a cycle low here, and then we have a composite cycle low over here. And we are looking for some kind of a low coming up here, but you know, the composite says it's still room many weeks here into May, even June, somewhere here. So indeed no precision tool, this composite. But yeah, I go for pattern and experience, and yeah, we are not enough oversold. So, but if we get a washout early next week, it's possible it's a long-term low, a medium-term low. But I wouldn't trust it before we get a bounce B and then some kind of a double low, lower low, higher low. Yeah, and if we bounce directly on Monday, if we rally on Monday, well, I wouldn't trust that either. We need to get more oversold. But you know, there's still a lot of time in this bull market, and the caution period was when to start looking for a bull market high. That starts in the fall, and the bull market top is a phase, a topping phase that lasts for a time. So yeah, still on